Good evening. Howdy, howdy. Hope everybody is doing well. I been fighting with some audio. Uh, did two reviews. Got to redo them. How you doing, pork chop? And contending with this. I was debating on whether to go live or not because I didn't know if the electricity was going to be cutting in and out. But I think all we're going to have is some rain. They did have a tornado warning about 15, 20 miles north of here, but I never heard if it was confirmed or not. I think it was radar indicated. So, anyway, I do have the spotters running. Hopefully, my audio is working. I am streaming in StreamYard tonight because I forgot it. This is April 1st, and it's not April Fool's joke, it's a giveaway day. So, boy. Oh, I guess that's running off the repeater. Anyway, if you are here, pork chop, I don't know if anybody else is here, but if anybody else is here, and I am broadcasting, let me know because I don't really know if I am or not. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Let's see. Click on this. Yep, I am live. Okay, that's settled. Anyhow, yeah, did a battery jumper / battery tester review, and it went well, I thought. And the electricity was off because the power line down the street decided to fall. I guess the wind whipping it back and forth burned a strip about a foot wide and about 30 or 40 foot long. Anyway, couldn't come in here to check to make sure everything worked. So I just stuck my other SD card in the camera and moved right on to the next review, which was a weed puller. So got that one done. Then electricity finally came back on. Came in, stuck the SD card in, and the audio was crap. And then I went to look, and I didn't have the plug plugged all the way into the receiver on top of the camera. And I talk about doing the onboard recording, and I just didn't do it this time. Usually I do both just in case. I didn't do it. All seems well. Sounds good. Good deal. Anyway, so that's where I am tonight. I tried messing with the audio in Audacity, audio editor. And there's just no hope for it. And some of it, my monitor just flashed. Some of it I can do a voiceover on, which I kind of planned on that. So I'm going to go back in and see what I can save. But the ending of it, and with my mouth moving, I can't do a voiceover on that. Weather blows in Saturday night. Yeah, these were some storms that just kind of developed out in West Texas. They'd been talking about them the last few days. Chance of it being severe. It was looking impressive, but it just kind of, it's a good rainer. That's about it. Did you get a haircut? Yes. Not probably short enough there on the sides. Probably, I don't know. I think next time when I get it cut, I may just tell them just cut it all right there. Where I'm gonna put my hat on, and say, where you can see hair, make it disappear. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I don't know. I was watching the girl cut my hair, and you know how they put their fingers right there, and then they take the scissors and cut. And she was leaving about that much, but I think I've decided from now on I'm going to tell them to go all the way up against their fingers. People think I'm bald. I got hair. I got hair. It's just not a lot of it, especially right up there. But anyway, I've gone from blonde to dishwater blonde to almost brown to back to dishwater blonde to back to blonde. Oh, what is that? I think it was some kind of weather text. Severe thunderstorm warning issued April 1st at 9:08 p.m. until April 1st at 10 p.m. by National Weather Service, Norman, Oklahoma. So if you let's check the radar. It's quieting down out there a lot. Ball, if she cuts it where it hangs out of your cap, yeah, it would definitely be a lot shorter. Oh, it looks like we have some more coming. So, who knows? We'll see. If I click on that, you can see the little blue circle right in the middle. That's where I'm at. Got a little bit more coming, it looks like. But nothing, just some severe thunderstorm warnings. Yep. I don't know. The boy across the street had texted me earlier and asked me if I had a storm cellar. I said, yeah, I've got one. Might be a couple of spiders in there and maybe a critter or two. I don't know. And I said, but if it gets really bad, y'all are welcome to it. And he asked if he could text my neighbor next door and tell them, which they probably know I got a storm cellar because I talked to him quite a bit through the fence. But I said, man, anyway, everyone's welcome. I'm not, if they want to hide from the tornado, I've got a storm cellar. They're welcome to it. I said, there's no lights, but then he said, well, I might come over this week or next week and clean it out. And I said, go ahead, whatever. Hello, Grace. How are you? But anyway, yeah, it is that time of the year, but I'm not one to go in a storm cellar. If they said there was a tornado on the ground a quarter of a mile from him moving this way, yeah, I might then. But other than that, if there's a tornado on the ground and it's heading this way or something like that, odds are I'm probably going to get in the vehicle and drive just north or north or east or somewhere where I can watch it. I don't want to hide from it. I want to watch it. I don't want to be in it, but I just soon watch it. Anyway, I used to work in the 4-story glass building. When bad weather was blowing in, we would have to have our nose pressed against the glass trying to look. We were not good thinkers. That's cool, Grace. That's cool. Sorry, I have to miss your live. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I understand. It's getting kind of late. Can't take chances with the weather. No, but you know what would be cool? I'm sitting there seeing this move back here, and I thought, that would be cool if you could cast the radar onto the wall back there. That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I guess you could if I had a projector, but I gave away my projector. I'm only going to be in for a little bit. I was debating on whether to come on live, but I thought I might as well, since I really don't have a video to edit. I sort of do. I guess I can do some of it because I was, and this is the thing. as far as doing the video reviews, if you got a product and you're going to do a review on it, and well, any review really, and see how other people do it. And I was watching a lady today on a product I have to review, and I kind of like the way she did it, and I may start changing up the way I do it a little bit. 'Cause she did the unboxing, but she was telling about it like a voiceover. It just showed her unboxing it and stuff, like in a fast forward, but she was just giving the details about it. And then that kind of covers two things at once, and that might help the what you call it when they retention, the video retention. Anyway, the scooter video was good when you were on that trail. It seemed you were going extremely fast. Well, I sped it up 400 times. Yeah, I had it 800 times and I slowed it down to 400 times. But my mom told me, she said, well, you said there was some little cutoffs with like little scenic overlooks. And she goes, I can't get out there. So I would like to have seen those. She goes, you just go too fast. So when I do those, I think from now on, I'm going to go fast where there's nothing really to see, but then slow the speed down and actually go up on those little overlooks and show them, you know. Again, I don't know. It might be a little more enjoyable. Anyway, I miss Ray and Wendy's life. He was just on a while ago because I flipped computers and on this computer it opened up the browser and it was on Ray's channel and it said live and I just clicked it while I was setting up the title and description and all that on this live stream. Anyway, yeah, they were on. I don't know. They may still be on. I'm not real sure. Just had another thing break of China dolls send anything lately. The actually the weed puller that I just did, they sent, and it works like this. It's got two forks, and I went back and added. I'll have to redo it all now. So anyway, I added a part in because I went out into the flower bed and I've got some little bitty stems and now they got little leaves on them. I think they're little trees, but I'm not real sure. But their roots are real thin, so that won't work on that. It has to be a root that's because those forks go like that, so that little stem just goes right through there. Anyway, yeah. Just had another thing break of theirs. An umbrella. I was going to put it down because of the rain and wind coming, and the pole just broke. I couldn't believe it. Mr. Garbage Man gets it tomorrow. Oh, they did end their live. Okay. Well, maybe they'll be coming on. I don't know. I do have a little giveaway, either a $15 gift card or a flashlight. And not just any flashlight. This one's got the ultraviolet, where you can see where I didn't clean my stove good. It's almost a new stove, and I haven't used it a whole lot. But when I shine it on the stove, you can see the little specks. I guess when I'm cooking something, because there's a little bit right on the side of the refrigerator, and then there's a little bit on the stove itself. But you can't see it without that. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to get some cleaner and actually clean it. I don't know. I thought about keeping it myself, but and the more I thought about that flashlight, the more I thought, there's about a 98 to 99% chance it's just going to sit right here in the box and I won't use it. Once in a blue moon, maybe, just for the heck of it. But odds are I won't mess with it. So I might as well just give it away to somebody that might could use it. Anyway, it's got the regular flashlight and that. Oh, when things break, I saw. When things break, I saw. I saw. Thank God I didn't have to pay for it, or it would have been mine. Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Ray? Howdy, howdy. Does flashlight have batteries, or do you change it? And they're got one of them big rechargeables. And it would be ideal, especially for somebody that does delivery or something. Oh, well, I think I did that in the box opening. I was trying to open it on the end. But it would be good to put in your, it depends on how big your ashtray is. But I've got one in the truck, and then I've got a bigger flashlight in the door. So I don't need it for that. Oh, that's cool, Ray. Not a problem at all. When my grammar is bad, that is my poor typing. How long does it stay charged? I don't have a clue. Yep. And that would probably be one of the things that would probably help the reviews better is to do that. Just turn it on and see how long it'll stay charged. But I really hate to drain it all the way, but it does have a little light indicator. But then, because people may want to know how long does it stay charged? Well, me personally, it doesn't really matter to me how long it stays charged because I'm not going to just turn it on and leave it on for hours upon hours. When the little battery indicator goes to 1 or 2, I'm going to plug it in and charge it. Or let it go completely dead and don't realize that it's not charged when I need it. I've been guilty of that one. Those rechargeable torches are great. Hello, driving with spice. Dash and wobble, pork chop. Grace was in here. You would think the instructions would give an estimate. I'm sorry I ended my live abruptly. Well, I hope everything was okay. Actually, I don't even think this had an instruction, to be honest with you. I'm going to look under. Yeah, there are no instructions. But I did in the video say which way to put the battery in, because it's one of those batteries. You got this side and then that side, but this side is the positive side. So that goes, pointing towards the light bulb. It may say on the battery. I don't know. I didn't actually look. No, I don't think it does. But anyway, that goes towards the bulb. You said keep it in the ashtray. I wonder if the heat would drain the battery in the hot summers. The one that I have and that I've had in my vehicles, no, it never drained them. I'm not saying it won't this one, but this one's probably a little better than the one I have in there. But the one that I do have in there, you can zoom it to make the beam tighter. This one you can't. So if you're looking for addresses on a house, be mindful of where you're shining the light. Those that you got the zoom that goes in tight, I have that one in the truck, and I can shine it right next to a window, and it won't go in their window, but it'll light up the address. I used it mainly when I was trying to find apartment building numbers, because you don't know if they're going to be up top, in the middle. I don't miss that. Not really too great now, everyone. Not had some great news at all. Just trying to deal with that. I use it when possum shows up in the yard and the poodles need some light. I have a rechargeable tas- late taser torch. I was going to get one of those. I just never did. That lasts for months on standby. Haven't charged it at least 6 months, and it's still shining bright. Yeah, that's why if I turn this on, I don't know how long it would stay lit or on. That's why I didn't really test that. But there was a guy that made a. Well, never mind, because I can't even remember what video it was on. Oh! It was on a 5K camera, and he said it would have been nice if you would have showed a sample of it, sitting on the tripod with all the lighting like I had with my big camera. And he was right. I should have done that, because if you're going to show what it looks like and say that it would be better on a tripod, then you ought to say this is it just with no lighting, and this is it with good lighting. I didn't think about that, so lesson learned on that. Next time I do a camera, I will do that. Which I may be getting in a little action camera. It's like they call it a thumb camera. I don't know. Did a couple of reviews on the torch. I have. I Real Talk with Roy that used to come on Pedro's lives a lot. He had a few videos on different lights and stuff. He was pretty much into those lights and knew quite a bit about them. I watched a few of them, but I pretty much just I've bought one or two, but the rest of them I pretty much just the reviews. How long were you doing videos for Amazon before they started sending you stuff? Well, see, the thing of it is, I did the written reviews, then I got an email from Amazon asking me if I wanted to be part of the Amazon Vine program, and I didn't know what it was, and I checked into it, and I thought, sure. And then I started putting videos out, and then and I guess maybe 6 months, and probably the China Dolls. It was probably one of the first ones that contacted me, and I've been with them for about 3 years now. And some of their stuff's good, and if you saw what Pork Chop said a while ago, some of it's not so good. But it's not just them; it's everything. It comes everything. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. You know. What program is it? On the Amazon buying program, if you look at the product pages, if you look at the written reviews, some of them will say they're Amazon buying from Amazon buying person, which means they get the item for free, but not technically because they have to pay taxes on that item. So it's not free, which that didn't sink in when I first started. So I owed a lot of taxes and still do. Well, I think I looked the other day, and I think I still owe the IRS like 1,600, but I haven't done my taxes this year, so I can probably add another grand onto that. Buying, BIN, Amazon buying. Yeah. Well, I never really had to pay taxes when I was doing Spark and DoorDash and all that, because generally my mileage zeroed out my taxes. But I don't have none of those kind of deductions now. So, I finally settled on a name for the product review channel. I have that all on YouTube now. A new logo and theme tune. A few review videos to go on there within the next few days. Cool. Share it if you want to. And we can look at it. I'll let you know when the videos are. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Let us know. Vine, Victor, India, November, Echo. I think that was right. Victor, India, November, Echo. Vine. Like a grapevine. There you go. Yep. That's it. I guess I don't know if it's still by invitation only or not, but I think you can sign up for it. And you probably have a big enough following, you could probably get on there through your YouTube channel. It's kind of like doing the Amazon stuff. If you've got quite a few watching your videos and you have some kind of following or, and you don't have to, it doesn't really say how many subscribers or whatever you have to have, but you have to have some engagement. So, oh, because my hearing is horrible. Yeah. Well, I went to my cancer doctor one day. And actually, it was the last time I went, and he asked me because there's a hearing, it's an ear, nose, and throat place, and he asked me if I wanted to get my hearing tested. And it's another part of the big office building. They got 3 or 4 doctors in that place. But I said, sure. He said, well, he goes, it's covered if you want to do a hearing test. They did my hearing test, and I think it was 70%. I'm 70% deaf, but it's like tones. Like if somebody doesn't speak real clearly and pronunciates their words, decently, I can fill most of them in. But like when you're on I had the issue when I worked police dispatch because I would have to ask them to repeat what they had said and because I couldn't make out what they were saying, and come to find out that was the problem. So now I know there's certain tones, and I don't know. Do they usually buy from your YouTube channel or right off of Amazon? Uh, I do get some offsites. Uh, I don't know, probably 20. I would say 20 to 30% off of YouTube, but the majority of it is on site on Amazon. They said my hearing is fine, but I feel like it's horrible. I ask people over and over. Yeah, I know. I'll say, do what? Huh? I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, I forget that I'm not on. Uh, I forget that I'm on StreamYard and not on the other one. New window. Oh, I don't want a private window. New window. Move that over there. Amazon USA. They won't let you actually show your earnings because they don't want you to share that. More from there. Then we'll go to on-site and I was looking. So about 25% is off of YouTube. 75% is off of Amazon. Right in there. Are you buying directly from your video? Are they buying? Oh yeah, I don't like to be. Oh, you're good. You're good. If you're gonna get into all this, you kind of want to know if it's worth your time. But I tell you, since you have the channel, there's a lot of things like jump starters, air compressors for the tires in the cars, flashlights. Because some of that stuff I'd reviewed on when I was doing all that, because it was tools for gig workers, dash cams. There's a lot of things you can review that your viewers would be interested in if they're doing gig apps. So, and it doesn't cost you anything. You probably got stuff in your car you could review. I know you got stuff at home you could review. So and then the more videos you put out, and then you might start getting people, and you're used to being on camera, so you get people, these sellers and agencies sending you emails, and I don't know. At first, I would pretty much take whatever. That way, you can get more used to doing it, and you can get a bigger library. But once you start kind of getting it, and you got a good number of videos, I've become really selective on what you accept, or you're going to wear yourself out. You've been there, done that. And I've got about 11 more things. Well, probably 13 or 14 more things I got to do now because I got to redo 2 of them. Oh, Grandpa, put a link to your review channel so Spice can see all the different videos you've done. Okay. Will it let me? Let me. Ever seen it? I don't even know Amazon does alcohol. Now I do know Amazon is restricting a lot of different products, especially toys. Adult toys and things like that. They're readily available on Amazon. The only reason why I know that is because the guy that made Oink, which is a plug-in browser that helps you make more money when you're doing Amazon, it helped you. It did help you make a lot more money, but not so much now because Amazon changed up their reports. But anyway, he has a lot of videos, a lot of products like that. And it's not just that, it's some like lingerie. Amazon is kind of tightening up on that and restricting it. There's a workaround for that, but if anybody's watching is interested, you just put it in your idea list and then you can tag it. There you go. But I guess it's a thing, I couldn't see myself, doing a review on something. I don't know. I don't know. That's where I kind of draw the line. I drew the line on some medication for men, shall we say, and they wanted to pay me $500 to do it. And the number one is I do not do any kind of medications or supplements or anything, because what happens in 5 years, they find out that it causes liver failure or something. I just don't want to be involved in that at all. But it was a melon, like Viagra. It was kind of like that. And I thought, I really don't want to put myself out there like that, I mean, 500 is 500, but there again, it was medical stuff, and I'm not going to do that. So Amazon does sell. I didn't know they did that. Wonder how they would check your ID. You know, when I first started doing delivery, it was when I did Grubhub and then YouTube, and then or not YouTube, Grubhub and Uber. But there was another one that I did, and they were the first 2 or 3 deliveries were right at school, and it was for alcohol, and they wanted me to leave it at their door. And I put 2 and 2 together, and kids was getting out of school and using their parents' account to order the alcohol. So I quit. I quit doing that app altogether. I never messed with it again. I'm not doing that. I got those on my divorce party planner. TikTok. Oh man, I would say it's not working. Looks like alcohol comes via Whole Foods, etc. I don't want anything to do with alcohol. I didn't mind delivering alcohol like a Spark, but you check their IDs. And one thing I did learn early on that is don't unload the groceries and then ask for an ID. You carry you 2 or 3 sacks of groceries or whatever to the door along with the alcohol, and then get them to knock on the door and check your ID. Then you can unload the rest of it. As I had once or twice, I had to reload everything because if they don't answer the door, they don't get their stuff, and you can't leave the food and just take the alcohol back. You have to take the whole order back. And I do know there's some people that would just put a date in for a date of birth, which there was only a couple of people I would have done that with, and that was because they were regulars that I delivered to a lot, but they were always there. But yeah, you got to be careful with that alcohol, that's for sure. And the good thing, Texas doesn't have, I think Steve said in Colorado and maybe other states, you have to have some kind of special licensing to deliver alcohol. Texas, you don't. I mean, you can deliver it. What I wonder is how these 19 or 20-year-olds are doing shopping orders on Walmart Spark and, taking the alcohol out. Because back in my day, when I worked in a grocery store, you had to be 21 to even check a customer's ID. If the cashier was not 21, they couldn't check an ID legally. They could ask, but legally they couldn't. But I don't know how because I've seen some that I know wasn't 21 doing the Walmart orders, and they had a 12-pack of beer. So I don't know. None of my business. Oh, hello, Jason. Snuck in the door. Hey, Grandpa, looks like you got storms coming your way. Oh, they've been here. Actually, it's settled down. It was a thunder roll a while ago. I haven't even looked at it lately. There's what we're looking like now. There we go. I'm where the little blue circle is. So it's just a little bit of red's fixing to come in, but it's just probably some heavier rain. They did have a tornado warning just north of here, about 20 miles, but I don't know if they ever confirmed that it was on the ground. I think it was radar indicated. But anyway, we're just getting some good rain. Can definitely use it. I don't know. There might be some. Yeah, there's a little bit more coming down around Abilene, moving our way. But I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, we are supposed to be having a giveaway. It's 9:45, so let's do this, and then we can talk for a few more minutes. If anybody's interested in a flashlight, It says a blue, what's it? Ultraviolet. It's a regular flashlight and ultraviolet. Multifunction bright flashlight, strong flashlight. Oh, that narrows it down. Anyway, yeah, it's ultraviolet and a regular flashlight. So this or a $15 gift card. It is totally up to you, whichever one you want. And I am on StreamYard, so we do have the StreamYard tool. The giveaway tool. Let me click off of these tabs and just leave that tab open. Choose live stream. That should be it. Share screen. There's that. Oh, where'd you go? What did I share? Oh, ChatGPT. That's the wrong one. Share screen. The giveaway tool. That's what I want to share. There we go. Ultraviolet. Check to see if money is fake. Yeah, I guess you can do that. I checked. I went outside in the dark, of course, and there was like a little piece of paper, probably from when I did a review, and it glowed, but nothing on the riding tractor glowed really. But when I came back in the house, I was shining it around on my stove, and I just went ahead and put that in the video too. You know, it was just a couple of specks here and there. Wasn't bad, but look at it. You can, and I don't use that stove very much. Oh, Brandon, I signed up for ChatGPT. I use it a lot. Now, cool. It can be uh, titles, descriptions, and you can use it for like Google, you know, and don't be afraid to argue with it because if it's telling you something and you're not real sure that that's right and you kind of have an idea it's wrong, you can question it. And sometimes it'll come back and say, you are correct. I was thinking about it this way. And I told it a few times that I said, you're just trying to, I said, you didn't know. You were just spouting out answers. You didn't research it deep. And then it comes back, you're correct. I did not look at it deep. I just did skimmed over it. And I said, don't do that. So question ChatGPT, because while it does know stuff, sometimes it's not going to tell you exactly right. Because you got to do the deep research on some of it, and really, if you're doing graphics or something, that Nano Banana is the best one. ChatGPT makes everything square, which if you're making just square pictures or whatever, that's fine. But if you're making thumbnails, you don't want to use it. But you can put in thumbnail. You can put your thumbnail in there, and it will tell you what you need to do to make it a little bit better. You know, enlarge the product or whatever. Anyway, Alexa is the same way. Really, I've never messed with that. Oh, don't worry. I've already argued with yeah. I'll argue with mine, that's for sure. What is it? This is the flashlight. Let's just use the word flashlight. Flashlight. When it gives the square picture, I tell it to put it in landscape orientation. I tried that, but it never seems to work right. I don't know. Well, even the Nano Banana, unless you upload a 16:9, it'll still give you the wrong size. I don't know, but I use Nano Banana and ChatGPT a lot, but I don't pay for Nano Banana. I don't know. I pay for the Genius links, which I had told y'all before that it's supposed to be $6. It's $6 for 1,000 clicks, but if you go over that 1,000 clicks, it's like $3.35 for every 1,000 more. Anyway, the bill they just billed me for was $9, which is not bad. If you're wanting to help people go from your Amazon link to the Amazon shopping app instead of to a browser, because I've been told that that's a pain. It'll take them to it. If you've got somebody that's in the UK watching your video, all you got to do in your description is put one link and it will send them to Amazon UK or Amazon India or Amazon wherever, Australia, Canada. It'll send it. It'll direct them to those countries. Amazon site. So it's worth it. I don't get commissions. I'm on the UK and Canada, but I've got a lot of people that click the links that's going to India, but I'm not on Amazon India, so I earn nothing for that. But it helps them, you know. So if you can help somebody and it don't cost you much, might as well. Anyway, I see 2 entries. Flashlight. Write the word flashlight, y'all. I don't know who. I know Jason was here. Whoever's here. Cassandra, Jason. I don't know if Grace is still here. Race, well, I don't know. Wendy may not care nothing about a flashlight. Of course, you could let her win it and tell her she can give it to you for your birthday or whatever. I don't know what your birthday is, but I use Nano Banana too. I don't pay for it either. Yeah, I don't pay for it. What's the word? Flashlight. Right. Or I was watching the weather too. Oh, okay. Y'all got some coming up there? I haven't. I'm on the Frederick radar, so it ought to show up in your neck. Oklahoma City's getting quite a bit, aren't they? Yeah, yeah. You got some coming. If it holds together, what is it, 10 o'clock nearly? Well, it'll hit you about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe. It's raining pretty good out there now. I can hear it. And I'm hearing thunder again. Oh, it's raining there? Oh, yeah, I see it up there. Actually, there's a flash flood warning around Clinton and right on the Missouri and Kansas border, north of Springfield, Joplin. Anyway, already seeing lightning. Oh, I'm supposed to be getting a new chair coming in. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know whether to put this and that on the curb or try to sell it. Nothing really wrong with it other than that squeaks. It's just not very comfortable. Have a tornado watch. Yeah, we got one too, but we had one, like I said, about 20 miles north of here, a warning, probably radar indicated. Anyway, Cassandra, did you put, maybe you might not want the flashlight. Grace said she wasn't going to be here long. Oh, okay. I don't know. Let's see. Collect. I mean, we got 3 entries. So I guess Cassandra don't want the flashlight. But if you don't want the flashlight, you can do a $15 gift card. I'm the only squeaker in the office. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can hear that when I move. It's not bad, but and really I guess they call it an executive big and tall. But I really liked my other chair that had the netting stuff on the back. But when I did a review on some casters, they were too tall, and even dropping it down, it makes the back of my legs on the edge of the chair, and it hurts my legs. Okay. Anybody else? There's only 3. So going once, going twice. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to start collecting. There's 3. Nobody else. Okay. Here, if you want in on this drawing, type in flashlight, the word flashlight. Just type it in. But got a customer. Oh. Well, quietly type in the word flashlight. I think you already got it in there. Wait, I'll put in one for Cassandra. Okay. Okay. Yes, already did. I tell y'all what, if y'all are looking for some good microphones, and no joke, that does onboard recording, which I highly recommend doing that, or you could end up with screwed up audio because you didn't plug your receiver in good. These right here is the Boya Mic 2. They're about $100 cheaper than the Ceremonic Ultras that I bought. But nice ones. I think they're $199, but they're good. I like them. They're keepers. All right, here we go. We got 4 entries. Agent Otto. Good luck, everybody. Well, I guess Cassandra won. And unless you don't want to send me her address, because I got to have her address to send, or a PO box. Don't matter to me. So I'm having mic issues. My old Boyas that I used before I bought the Ceremonics, if you want those, let me know. I think I'll have to look, but I think everything's in the box, like the lapel mics, and there's what the only thing that I didn't like about them, and the reason why I bought the Ceremonics, is they have onboard recording. Anyway, congratulations, Cassandra. If Ray put you in here, I don't know if you can hear me and just can't type, but you probably talk to her a lot more than I do, Ray. So let her know. And if she don't want to send the address, then I just could use the email address, and I could send her a $15 gift card, just whatever. Oh, I don't know her address. She'll be back in a bit, I'm sure. If not, just give it to whomever needs it. Well, we'll give her a chance to see. Another email came in. Severe thunderstorm warning. Wow. Y'all ever hear the thunder and you think about Garth Brooks, the Thunder Rose? I'm not a big fan of Garth Brooks anymore. I kind of lost respect for him, but He is a good singer. I got to give him credit for that. He ranks right up there with Tim McGraw in my book. Don't care for either one of them. They are talented. I'll give them that. Anyway, man, that still hurts. It's like an egg right there. I guess I probably really did crack it, but oh well. Do you need to back up? Do you need to back up anything that you were working on in case you lose power? No, no. That's a good thing. I don't know if y'all use an editor, but if you don't, uh, DaVinci Resolve, I paid for Filmora, Wondershare Filmora, but you have to save that. DaVinci Resolve automatically saves. I mean, if you do something, I guess I didn't change any of the default settings on that, so I guess it saves like every 20 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever. I really don't know. All I know is you can just hit X on it and you can open it up and it's right where you stopped. So, oh man, talking about losing power. When I worked at Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we had they call them different now, but it was called a UB92 claim form, basically a hospital claim, which if y'all have looked at your hospital claims, your EOBs, all those lines of service, I would have like 180 lines of service I had to go through. And I would be at halfway done, sometimes 3/4 done. Lights would flash, computer off, boom, everything you did gone. So I kind of learned to try to save every so often. But with the DaVinci Resolve, you don't have to worry about saving that. I'm looking for a good USB charging power strip. I've accumulated several things that need charging via USB-C, etc. That one that I did actually, it's sitting back there. Let's see, how do I end this? There we go. We can't see it. It's by, well, right there. It does a pretty good job. The only thing in question about it is sometimes if I plug in something, it seems like it might be overpowering it, but I don't know. But I think it's kind of expensive. You can probably get it just as good, a lot cheaper. I don't know how many I've reviewed a few, but if you don't need to transfer data through it, I wouldn't plug it into your computer because your USB ports on the computer are shared voltage, and the more you plug in, the lower the voltage is. It's being shared, and if you go to plug in your audio mic, if you've got a USB mic, it can affect that. Learn that one. So a separate bank charging station is a lot better. Anyway, just need it for charging. Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, I've had some and I sold them, but I kept that one. I've got it plugged back there. So I plugged my camera batteries into it, and then my power banks that I can hook up to the mics when I forget to charge the receiver mic. You can plug the receiver mic in and have it charging and still be able to use it. But anyway, there. We don't want that. We want that. And we want to go here. I don't know if it'll bring anything up or not. Yeah, that's that one. It was said. I don't. Hey guys, I was gifted this power bank by INIU to do a little unboxing and show you what. Or pause it just in case. I think this was it. Hey guys, I got gifted a. No, but those are pretty decent ones. Those INIUs. And in case y'all heard, there is a certain. Hey guys, I was gifted this power bank by INIU. That they did have a recall on because they got hot and they started a couple of fires, but it wasn't these. These. What's that? Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? I'm not even seeing that video for this one back here. Hey guys, I was gifted this power bank by Man, is it not in this playlist? That's weird. I don't have it. Well, hey y'all, I got sent over this headlamp to do a little unboxing and a quick review. They're different brightnesses. Hey guys, I was gifted this power bank by INIU to do a little unboxing and I'm gonna have to go through this playlist. And I'm gonna try. I had a lot of videos. It was in different playlists, and I'm trying to get them all straightened out. See, that's a terrible thumbnail. A user manual. Type-C 45 watt USB charger. I can't. All I see is my phone. Sometimes you're always on the go. It's an old one, isn't it? Yes, between just the regular USB charging and the super fast charging. See, let's just plug in the regular USB charger. 73%. This is a battery and device pair. 43 minutes into a full charge. It's at 73%. See what it shows the minutes to full charge using the super fast charger. I was showing that it was plugged in. Get this plugged in. But now this does come with the 6-foot cord, which is pretty long. We can get this charging block plugged in. Now let's unplug this. We're at 74% now. 42 minutes until fully charged. This is on a regular charger. Now we'll plug in the super fast charger and see what it says. No, I didn't. I think it was all over Facebook. Well, that was green too. I noticed that. 29 minutes. It's 14 minutes different. That's a lot faster charger. No questioning that. I can't believe it. Another thing I just noticed is it says super fast charger. I got to do some work here. Kind of cool. Did I want something? Yeah. When you plug that in. You want a flashlight? Ray, put your name in. Blue color or green, bluish green, turquoise. So, we'll plug in the regular USB charger. I went ahead and put your name in for you. And it's just regular green. See the difference in that? The only catch is I need a shipping address. You know, I don't know how you feel about that. I mean, you ain't got to worry about me. I'm harmless. How you know you're super fast charging. Some people are kind of tiny. So that is the super fast charging block and the 6-foot cable. All I need is a shipping address. One in the office. One in the bedroom, just keep one for a backup. Whatever you decide to do for Type-C devices. What would be a good? Ever had those times when your phone is just about? Okay, how do I get it to you? Just send it to Brandon Does Reviews, all one word. Here, let's let me unshare it. Wait, I can do it right over here, can't I? Emails. Weather alert, weather alert, weather alert. No joke. There we go. Here, I'm going to do this. That way, if there's any bots running, maybe they won't pick up on that. Where'd y'all go? There you are. Now just add the @gmail.com to that. Yeah, just send me your shipping address and I will get it sent out. Today's Wednesday? Probably tomorrow. Like I got to go to the store tomorrow, and the post office is right a little past it. I should have a box in there. I just threw away a bunch of boxes, but I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Anyway, yeah. How you do your thumb? See, like these. Well, you can't see now, can you? Yeah. Like these thumbnails, they're not so bad, but that was terrible. This one, I have no idea what I've got in my hand. That, way too much writing, too distracting. That all I can see is me holding a thumb up. See, we learn. I can't believe. Hey guys, I was gifted this power bank by INIU to do a little unboxing, and I've got to redo that playlist. I wonder. Man, I have to find that video and put it in there. But if I remember right, it was kind of expensive. Oh, this is a good one here. 6.4 watt hours. I mean, it depends on how much you need to charge, but oh man, really? It's not available anymore? I use this thing all the time, and let's see, this was a year ago. I use it pretty regularly. Huh. What if we can see what the name of that is? What's it? Energy Q. There it is. They just changed. See, this is another thing. Check your older links because they may have changed them. And that's the same exact thing. But you've got three USB A ports and two USB C ports and a light, but you probably never use the light. But right now it's actually plugged into my little converter that I've got plugged into my stereo that lets me do Bluetooth, because that little converter doesn't have a power supply. It's got a built-in battery, but it runs down pretty quick. So I just leave this plugged in there, but I use it a lot for my camera, and it does a really good job. Let's see. You want to get off of there. Oh, it was in there. It was in that playlist. I don't know if I can get on Genius Links from here or not. Where is Genius Links? Oh, it's not even up here. I will have to update that. Probably do that as soon as I get off of the live stream. That way I remember to do it. Did you tell Cassandra that it doesn't want the torch? She can have the gift card instead. Oh, well, I don't know. I think she heard us talking about that. If you don't want the light, you can do a $15 gift card. It's up to you, just whichever one you want. Totally up to you. Man, I wish I could update that now. I could show you all how this Genius Links works. I don't know if it'll let me. No, it's not going to let me. I guess it's because it's a plug-in. Where plugins are right there, aren't they? No? Where are the plugins here? There's one. No. Well, sorry. You like the light? Okay, cool. Anyway, you would just paste. Oh, where do we go? You can take this link, or you can take this link, your regular Amazon link, you paste it in Genius Links, and it'll give you a Genius Links, and then you can paste it into your video right there. Oh, it is a Genius Link. Oh, yeah, but that Genius Links goes the wrong one. Anyway, it'll create a link like that. But I need to change this. What if the one in Canada is working? What if they changed that one? Oh, the one in Canada is good. So they just changed the the US Amazon link. I wonder if it was available. I guess it's not available in the UK, or it should have popped up down here. We'll look. Amazon UK. I need to change that. What was it? 7-4. No. It was for London. Don't want that. I don't know what I selected. Ray, do you remember the first number of London? I like the last two when I can punch them out. It should say last used, but it doesn't. It's not going to give me, because the address I put in here, like there was a number. I thought it started with a 7. It's just it don't really matter. I'm not using this anyway, but. These numbers, maybe it did start with a W. No. No, the postcode. It helps you find stuff better when you. Was it AA? Let's try that. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe it's SW. Maybe that was it. No. I thought it would say previously used. Well, let's just try this, see if it'll work. Because sometimes when you go to search stuff, it'll say it can't be delivered to your address. Yep, come up London. Oh, you can't see that. I'm on the wrong screen. I'm sorry. I thought y'all could see what I was doing. Which screen? Oh, go to the window. There we go. See, I put it in right up here. Yeah, SW19 would probably work. I just pushed SW1A. Anyway. Whatever. What was it? What was we doing? Oh, we was looking for this to see if it was in London or in the UK. I want it up here. I don't see it. Maybe we need to go the whole thing. Usually with Oink, it will pop up and it will tell you if it's in the US, Canada, and the UK. That's similar, but it doesn't look like it is. So, not a big deal. I'll show you what I was talking about here. Let's go back to here. We'll just open. Let's open this up. See, it'll populate right here in just a minute. It should. It should have come up with Canada and UK, but they're not currently available there, so maybe it's not showing up. It's weird that they're not showing up on this one. On my other browser, they show up. Strange. Anyway, not that it really matters. But anyway, that one's a good one. And we did have the right link. Oop. Back forward. If you want to check it out, kind of pricey, but it is a good one. This other one that I've got back here, it stays plugged in all the time. This one you charge it up, but it's got a big old battery in it. I'm going to go ahead and click that while I'm there. I'll add that video in a minute. Anyway, y'all, I am going to get off here and fix that link, get Cassandra's address label made, and see if I can find a box for this, and go heat up a piece of pizza because my electricity was off for quite a while earlier and I didn't get to eat. I didn't want Whataburger or Taco Bell. I had Taco Casa earlier today because I had to go to town. But anyway, I am out, and maybe electricity. The power line fell down, burned a strip about a foot wide, about 30 to 40 foot long. You could see where it fell. Yeah. My meter is right outside my window over here, and I was sitting there, and it goes, and I thought, oh Lord, is my house catching on fire? So I got up and went out and looked, and it wasn't doing nothing. But then the power flashed, but then I had power for about 30 more minutes, and then the power went off. And then I went out and looked down the street to see if I could see anything because I saw a fire truck go by, and they were right down the street. So a power line apparently, and I don't know if it's wind that blew it. I don't know. Nobody hit it, the pole or nothing. Just, I guess the line just fell right in front of somebody's mailbox too. I thought, man, if they'd have been out checking that mail, that would have fried them. But, yep. Oh yeah, pizza. And then I don't know if y'all go to Sam's Club. Costco may have them too, but Sam's Club, I just got them, and they're square, but there's two pizzas in it. It's like a really thick. If you like pepperoni, got to say it like Tim, pepperoni. If you like pepperoni pizza, you ought to check those out. I think it was. I honestly don't remember how much it was. Might have been $15. Can't remember, but there's two of them, and two people can eat one. Because I ate half of it yesterday. I just quartered it, and the 1 3/4 pieces will fill you up. And if you want to be a little piglet like I was, you can go ahead and finish that last piece. But they're really good pizzas if y'all go to Sam's Club. Costco may have them. I don't know because I think Costco and Sam's has a lot of the same things. Anyway, the car's working out great. I still got to put brakes on it. That's about it. But I'm trying to find me a hitch receiver, or not a receiver, but the cargo carrier that slides onto the receiver. But I need it about 22 to 24 inches wide, and I don't really. I mean, it's got to be at least 5 foot long, but most of them are 6 foot. But a lot of them are narrow. But I need enough room to put the lawnmower in, especially now. My mom's neighbor, I knew him from when I worked at the city, and they've been neighbors for several years now. But he passed away just the other day. Just boom, I was over there like this is Wednesday. I was over, I don't know, Monday, and he took care of everybody's yards over there, the mowing and the edging, and he used to weed eat, but his weed eater's messed up. But he was edging, and then Mom told me that I don't remember what day it was. Anyway, he had a heart attack and died. Just boom. He was in good shape. I think Mom said he was probably about 77. I knew he worked for the city when I worked for the city. He worked at the water distribution center. But anyway, just goes to show, man, you never know. No matter what kind of shape you're in, your number's up, your number's up. He's a good guy. But anyway, I'm going to have, Harbor Freight has them, but a lot of them are narrow. I did look at one, and it's $130 that would work. I think it was 24 inches wide and 6 foot long, and it may be what I wind up getting. But I put it on my Facebook today to see if I knew anybody that had one that they wanted to get rid of. You know, if I can save some money, there's there's not much difference in used and new. I mean, it's solid metal. I mean, worst case scenario, it's got a little rust on it. I don't care, but I'm going to have to probably be hauling a lawnmower over to my mom's, and I don't want to put it in the back of my truck. Customers from it might be, if I can't get you the address today, I'm going to try to send it to you tomorrow, because usually I get like customers back. Oh, okay. Yeah, just whenever you, that'll buy me a little time actually. So just whenever you want to send your address, I'll get it sent to you either that day or the next day. But anyway, just send me your address whenever. And if you lose my email address or something, you can leave a comment on one of the videos to message you, or I don't know if you have Ray's number. I don't know. Anyway, pretty much everybody knows how to get a hold of me one way or another. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here, y'all, and get this link fixed and heat up a pizza. Actually, I may go heat that up and let that be heating while I'm fixing that. And then I'm trying to edit that video. Man, I got to redo those videos. I don't want to have to redo them, but I will, because the audio is horrible. It won't work. Anyway, y'all, I am out of here, and I should see y'all tomorrow night. Depends on the weather. And then if the power line stays up, if the power line falls, don't have electricity, I won't be here. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Thanks for being here. And y'all be safe out there and keep smiling. Y'all be good. Bye.